Please give me my card back. Give it back to me.
No.
Give it back to me.
No. I find you kissing my husband, and now you want to run off? You can't even stay and face me? I'd rather see him dead than see him in your arms again, I swear it.
Every 4 minutes is a chance for you to win big with Mega Dollar. Just go to Lipa na M-Pesa, enter paybill number 295888, account name KBC, and amount from 10 shillings or more. Then select your 10 numbers from 1 to 80 and send to 29588. You can win up to 30 million shillings. Start playing now and win. Mega Dollar. Big winners every 4 minutes.
A very good afternoon to you. Thank you very much for joining us. I don't know whether it is a good one for Liverpool fans, but I do thank you very much for tuning in to this edition of Channel 1 Lunchtime News. My name is Edward Kabasa. Our sign language interpreter this afternoon is Steve Ndunde. You can interact with us, of course, if you have things to share, be it football or be it any other story that we are going to be writing this afternoon. The number is 22162. You can also tweet us at KBC Channel 1. My Twitter handle is at Ed Kabasa. Mwingi Central MP Gideon Mulyungi has issued a rallying call on all elected leaders to support the president in the war against graft. Mulyungi argues that it is only through combined efforts that Kenya can slay the ghost of corruption. His sentiments coming amid reports that the country may have lost billions of shillings at the National Youth Service and the National Cereals and Produce Board. The Mwingi Central Legislature says it's high time people took personal responsibility in the wake of serious graft allegations in government.
Wakamatwe, wapelekwe kotini, uchunguzi ifanywe, na uchunguzi ikiendelea wale ambao wanahusika kwanza watoke kwa maofisi yao.
Mulyungi argues that the war on graft cannot be left to the president alone, calling for unity among all Kenyans to help fight the vice.
Tunataka kuunga rais mkono na makamu wake kwa sababu walichanguliwa kwa platform ya anti-corruption.
His calls coming even as the government maintains that those suspected to have looted public office will be arraigned in court. Mulyungi in the meantime denied reports that Wiper Party was warming up to Jubilee and may soon join government.
Kwanza tunapima vizuri tuone kama hii watu iko sawa sawa wale ambao tutashirikiana. Halafu tukiziona hii watu iko sawa sawa kila kitu basi tutaenda kusalimiana halafu tuungane pamoja, mlango yetu iko wazi.
Elsewhere, a section of Kiambu residents have called on Governor Ferdinand Waititu to rein in on wastage of public funds in the county. While drawing reference from an ongoing beautification of parts of Thika town, the residents argued that such monies should instead be channeled into other meaningful projects.
Hii serikali inanyanyasa wafanyikazi wa Thika sana. Kama hiyo saa hizi roundabout yenyewe ishaanza kunyakuriwa, mataa ishaangolewa. Kwa hivyo ile kitu tunaweza omba sana, mwenye anashughulikia Thika ashughulikie haraka. Juu sisi watu wadogo tunaumia sana.
Meanwhile, a group of political leaders from the Maasai community have called for transparency in the ongoing land compensation along the standard gauge railway. The leaders are pointing an accusing finger at the National Land Commission for engaging in what they termed as a well-orchestrated plot to force land owners into accepting meager payments for their parcels of land.
Land in Suswa is going for 1 million at the moment. Yet Zazuri, it's above 1 million at the moment. Yet I understand some people are being told to sign land for 500,000 shillings. It's so inhuman. I don't know what stakes Zazuri has, whether he's getting commission or not. He needs to come out clearly.
even if you sign, we will not allow our people to be oppressed. We will not, and we will take a necessary action.
In other matters, Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i has called on Kenyans to support ongoing police reforms as the government moves to enhance security across the country. Speaking in Nyamira County, Matiang'i challenged Kenyans to work closely with the security agents so as to boost their morale, even as he pledged government support for the men in blue.
Since you came here as our county commissioner, hii county imebadilika. Sasa tumuombee naye pia tusupport hao ndugu zetu, hata polisi. Siku nyingine nikipata nafasi tazungumza, kazi nafanya siku hizi ni ya polisi hapo na hao county commissioner. Kwa hapa tutafute namna ya kuombea nao, kushirikiana nao, tuwapende ili ile kazi wanatufanyia ya kutulinda nao waifanye na bidii na amani, so that we can have peace in the country.
An initiative to champion moral values and unity has been launched in Mombasa in the wake of threats posed by negative exposure. Council of Imams and Preachers of Kenya Organizing Secretary Sheikh Mohammed Khalifa says the initiative, organized in conjunction with the security agents, aimed at inculcating good morals among young people who are the backbone of the society.
The Tuimarishe Amani Pwani initiative is organized by the Council of Imams of Preachers of Kenya in partnership with the police department in the coastal region. CIPK Organizing Secretary Sheikh Mohammed Khalifa urged the youth to uphold virtues that will enable them become better persons and leaders.
Wajiepushe na magenge mabaya, vile vile wajiepushe na utumiaji wa madawa ya kulevya, na wajiepushe na wale marafiki wenye kuweza kuwashawishi kuwaingiza katika makundi mabaya, na mwisho kuweza kuhatarisha amani na usalama katika maeneo walio.
While addressing students from public schools across Mombasa, Khalifa urged parents and guardians to offer sound advice to the youth so as to help them to make informed decisions.
Wazazi na tunatoa mwito wazazi washirikiane na vijana kuwaganya ya kwamba makundi mabaya hayana faida.
Speaking at the same forum, Mombasa OCPD Eliud Arumba urged the youth to stay away from bad influence.
Kama drugs ziko karibu mahali unaishi, hata kama wewe ni mwanafunzi, kusoma itakuwa ngumu. Kwa sababu hii mtu ya drugs anakueleza, wewe hapo unasoma hii miaka yote na ukitumia hii drugs kuuza hivi utakuwa tajiri. Inakufanya sasa ile mipango yako ilikuwa ya kusoma inakatika. Unataka kuwa tajiri, lakini ile mbinu unatumia ni ya ukora. Tusikane pamoja mikono, tuwe na lengo moja ya kusema nchi yetu hii ya Kenya lazima iwe na amani, ndio tupate kusoma vizuri.
John Ambulance has launched a new training program targeting school-going children. Based on Christian virtues, the initiative will see students play key roles in the society during emergencies. St. John Ambulance Commander Benson Odor says over 30 schools have since joined the organization to offer volunteer support services.
Inspecting a guard of honor at Loreto Girls Schools in Kiambu, which is one of the members of St. John's organization, St. John Ambulance Commander in Kenya, Benson Oduor, urged the cadets to observe discipline, saying the organization is created under the foundation of Christian values.
In John, we also have rules and regulations. You cannot compromise those ones. You must be more disciplined more than anybody else in this institution and in your life, because you are students in the first place. Number two, you are members of an international organization.
Benson said that over 30 schools have joined St. John Ambulance, where they embrace volunteer support and create awareness on the need to help others, especially during emergencies.
It's important that in every group of students going out, we need to have at least 2 of the first aiders, so that the first aiders, they may not be in debating club, they may not be in athletics, they may not be doing the drama, but if they are amongst the team going out, they'll be going there to serve the other students.
His sentiments were welcomed by the school administration. Odoro speaking during an evaluation tour of the Central Region.
A group of youth from Kajiado County have resolved to fight retrogressive cultural beliefs that have in the past acted to create divisions among members of the community. Under the Kajiado County Youth Alliance, the group says national unity cannot be attained if communities are still sharply divided among themselves.
Associations, we are able to come together, build each other and grow together. The issue that Kajiado or my youth have been facing generally is lack of unity, and this unity has affected growth, progress and development among us and other things. So to conquer this, we have been able to come up with these associations to build each other, to come together, maybe do sports, things like those, because clanism and nepotism is a big problem in my community as a whole.
And elsewhere, a family in Oljororo Orok constituency is seeking justice after their son was allegedly assaulted by his teachers, leaving him nursing serious injuries. The Class 1 pupil is recuperating at the Nyahururu County and Referral Hospital.
It was a case of corporal punishment gone bad for the Class 1 pupil, who is now nursing his injuries after the persons bestowed with responsibility of taking care of him descended on his tiny body with blows and kicks. The moment of near madness, leaving Jeremiah Kamau with injuries to his scrotum.
Kaguturazo hapa nimeona sasa anapata nafuu kwa sababu anatembea na anakula mzuri.
Residents of Kamkunji village joining his mother in holding protest to condemn the action by the 3 teachers, demanding that action be taken against them.
Sasa tunataka serikali igirie na sana iyo bwana iyo maigirie maone. Sasa sisi wasasi tutakaa wapi tukiwa unapeleka mtoto shule na mwalimu akodi atatoa usazi wake aiwe kutoka siku hii hakuna kusaa tena.
And even after one of the accused teachers was arrested, human rights activists won't stand action taken against the perpetrators to act as an example to those meting out corporal punishment, which has since been banned.
Actually, it's a so sad situation that we have teachers 48 hours plus to the occurrence of this heinous activity, they have not been arrested. We want to push the personnel, the security personnel and the ministry at large actually to bring these perpetrators on book.
And to some good news here, Equity Group Holdings Chief Executive Officer James Mwangi has been named the 2018 African Banker of the Year during the 12th edition of the African Banker Awards. Organizers of the event, which was held in South Korea, cited his leadership and vision in driving the growth of Equity Bank and providing leadership in the banking industry in Africa. For the award, Equity Group beat strong competition to win the award and was fitted for driving financial inclusion, new services and new technologies, effectively leading to the growth of the financial sector. That's some good news indeed. We're taking a short break. It's coming to 11 minutes past 1. Don't go too far. This is on 1 Lunchtime News. Welcome back. A 23-year-old man from Mombasa County is in urgent need of financial assistance to help him undergo a liver transplant. Julius Juma from Jomvu has been ailing since 2015, but his doctors now say his condition is so severe and the surgical procedure so complex that he requires to seek medical help outside the country at a cost of 8 million shillings.
Julius Juma from Bangladesh in Jammu has a whole life ahead of him. However, the 23-year-old's future is seemingly bleak as he battles a life-threatening condition. What manifested as nausea and vomiting later resulted in a big swelling on his abdomen.
Kuchafuka hivyo nikaanza kupika, alafu ndo baadaye kublock hizo mishipa za damu, ndio kaanza tena mazoea ya tumbo kufura ile kunumana ndani.
However, another unfortunate incident befell him after he was involved in an accident which caused injury to the healing process.
Napika damu, katibu hospitali kaisha, ndo baadaye tumbo pia kaanza kunifura. Kufura nikatibiwa, ilikuwa imeanza kupata nafuu. Sasa ndo gari kaja kanigonga, ikatonesha tena hicho kidonda.
He has been in and out of hospital since 2015, but further diagnosis in Nairobi's Mater Hospital has revealed that he is battling liver cirrhosis.
16 mpaka mwezi wa 8 tena wa 7 ndio akatoka. Sasa huku nje ikawa afanywe endoscopy, akapelekwa Mombasa Hospital akafanya endoscopy. Kaonekana kwa magonjwa yake yanahitaji matibabu ya juu, ya hali ya juu, na matibabu yenyewe hapa kwetu haiwezi kufanyika.
According to his doctor, he needs a liver transplant which cannot be conducted in the country. Liver transplants are highly regulated and only performed at designated transplant medical centers by highly trained physicians and supporting teams. The amount required for the operation to cover for both the patient and donor, plus traveling and other expenses, is 8 million shillings. He's relying on you to raise the money. Contributions can be sent through M-Pesa on mobile number 079 0017 or you can deposit the money to his bank account. Paul Simba at Family Bank, Kenyatta Avenue, Mombasa branch, account number 096 000 007528.
Small-scale traders at the Makutano Shopping Center have raised concern over a decision by West Pokot County government to demolish their stores. It is alleged that the county enforcement officers flattened their stores at night without issuing affected traders with vacate notice.
It is the cry of tens of hundreds of small traders based at the Makutano Center in Kapenguria, West Pokot County, after their business stores were demolished without notice.
Tunajua wewe unaongea kama nani? Umevunja vibanda, mimi mwenyewe niko na loan 1300 katika Transnational Bank. Tuko tunauliza tutapiwa na nani? Tunataka katiba ituambie Kenya hii mzima katiba inafika wapi?
And even as they ponder on the next move, theirs is a concern on how enforcement officers could demolish their stores indiscriminately, yet they pay levies to the county administration. Area member of the county assembly Benjamin Araule accusing the county government of misplaced priorities.
Chinzi mambo imechukua mwendo hapa hivi si safi, kwa sababu hata kama serikali ya kwanza kufanya town kwa maridadi ama kwa nzuri, kuna taratibu ambayo wangeweza kufanya kwamba wape hao notice hata na mwistadu wajipange, kwa sababu hii watu wanaishi katika loan, wanaishi katika rent, wanaishi katika school fees, na hapo ndio wanategemea. So hii kipande itakuwaje kweli kabisa kupomolea kipande kabisa? Mimi kama MCA nimekataa.
The traders now want the county government to provide alternative space where they can set up their businesses afresh.
Nauza mboga, naweka tu mboga, naenda soko napata mboga yangu naleta kwa kibanda. Sasa leo nimeamka napata kibanda yangu imebomolewa. Tafadhali serikali mtusaidie.
You are watching Channel 1 Lunchtime News. Don't go too far. We'll be back with more.
Unafanya nini kwa dakika 4? Unaweza piga shift? Waweza pika ugali? Labda waweza fua nguo? Ama unaweza tengeneza milioni 30? 4 minutes are enough to win big with Mega Dollar. Just go to Lipa na M-Pesa, select Pay Bill, enter business number 295888, enter account name KBC, deposit 10 shillings or more, enter your PIN and press OK, then choose 10 numbers from 1 to 80 and send to 29588, and you can win up to 30 million shillings every 4 minutes. Deposit, play, and win with Mega Dollar. The big game for big winners.
This Sunday, watch Ulinzi Stars battle Sofapaka at Afraha Stadium from 3 p.m. live on KBC Channel 1.
Either you end it with Miss Eva, or you confess the truth to Mr. Renato, but if you keep on lying...
There is only one truth here. Please give me my card back. Give it back to me.
No.
Give it back to me.
No.
I find you kissing my husband, and now you want to run off? You can't even stay and face me? I'd rather see him dead than see him in your arms again, I swear it.
Welcome back to the program. The Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions has received at least 10 files in connection with the 9 billion shillings National Youth Service scam. Director of Public Prosecutions Noordin Haji confirmed receiving the files from the Director of Criminal Investigations George Kinoti, paving way for possible prosecutions beginning tomorrow.
The process of bringing to book suspects of the 9 billion shillings NYS scandal moved a step closer after Director of Public Prosecutions Noordin Haji received at least 10 files from the Director of Criminal Investigations George Kinoti. On his Twitter handle, Haji acknowledged receiving inquiry files number 51 to 60 of the 2018 through a letter from DCI. More than 40 suspects in the latest NYS scam have appeared before the detectives at the Directorate of Criminal Investigations.
Remind me your name.
The development coming as the National Youth Sector Alliance called for the freezing of assets of persons mentioned in the NYS, NCPD and Youth Enterprise Fund scandals.
So those individuals need to be identified. Once they are identified, we do not need any task force. We just need the assets frozen and investigations happen, and we need the harshest of punishment. The other day we saw some...
The youth lobby group has threatened to mobilize youths across the country to boycott paying taxes if the government fails to act on the perpetrators of the alleged scandals.
If the runaway corruption is not arrested, then we will be left with no choice but to call on the most productive segment of this society, which is the youth, to boycott paying taxes to KRA.
We want to see the speed that they'll arrest us for not paying taxes, for not filing returns, and compare it to the speed that they'll arrest the looters of billions of shillings.
More than 10 billion shillings is said to have been lost in the twin scandals at the National Youth Service and the National Cereals and Produce Board. Samson Kitavi, Lunchtime News.
The Turkana community believes that infants born with disability are a bad omen. According to the society, these toddlers should either be killed because they are of no value, and should they survive their younger years, most parents deny them the right to education. In fact, the word grave is used in a derogatory manner to refer to people with disabilities to signify they only belong in the grave. They do so in direct contravention of the Constitution. The World Disability Day was marked this week to sensitize people on the need to treat this special category with dignity. Our correspondent Imani Sudi spoke to 3 people who have undergone discrimination based on their disability in Turkana County and now brings us their story.
18-year-old Jacinta Akuom is lucky to have survived murder at the tender age of 3. Her father had contemplated throwing her into a river because he did not want to raise a child of no value.
First wife, akuwa na disabled child. Second, akuwa na yeye. Dad, yakavunja record za disabled child.
His thinking, informed by the Turkana cultural belief that children born with disability are a sign of bad luck. Some villagers came to her rescue, and that is how Jacinta's life was saved. Monica Esinyen, an evangelist at that time, met with Jacinta's mother at one of her crusades. Jacinta's mother requested that she help her raise the child away from her father, who wanted to kill her.
Leta John Paul disabled doctor, akaendelea hapo na masomo mpaka kamaliza standard 8, akaitwa Turkana Girls.
Save the Children, a non-governmental organization based in Turkana, has been running a project called From Exclusion to Inclusion.
Form 2, kapatana na Save the Children, kanipeleka lecture, kanipima miguu, nikate iya leg, sasa wakantrain hata venye natembelea.
These have helped her walk around and even carry out routine duties. The firstborn in a family of 6 says she is lucky to have even gone to school since her father does not value education. She scored a C- in the Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education KCSE examination last year. Jacinta's dream is to become a lawyer to defend the rights of persons with disabilities. David Erot, a progress officer at Save the Children, met Jacinta during a disability mainstreaming assessment and connected her to resources to enable her attend school.
Then we supported her to remove those barriers to enable her to learn.
Erot, who himself lost his left limb to polio at the age of 7, recounts the challenges he underwent.
I remember of a situation when I was in standard 4, where everybody in the class was like, I can't sit with Amajong in one desk because he's disabled, and also the teachers. Every time and then the teacher looks as if you can't do much in education.
The community does so in disregard of the Constitution. Article 54 says, a person with any disability is entitled to be treated with dignity and respect and to be addressed in a manner that is not demeaning.
We have been having several cases of children with disability abuse, but the community take it normal and see this is just useless person.
Persons with disability also have a right to access education institutions. Bellington Lokua, acting disability service officer, is also a survivor of the barbaric culture. One night, when he was 5 years old, his father threw him into Lake Turkana.
Wakati wazungu walinichukua, wakati nilitupwa Lake Turkana, hiyo usiku wa manane, nilikuwa na 5 years. Sikuwa natembea, sababu nilikuwa na polio kwa miguu zote.
So deeply entrenched is this retrogressive culture. It prevents mothers from accessing care for their children with disability. Concepta Longole, a physiotherapist in Lodo County Referral Hospital, says, despite proper sensitization, some mothers are unwilling to take their children through therapy sessions.
For a child born with a clubfoot, that is congenital child virus, the child was referred after like 2 weeks to our facility. We wanted to start the kid on the consent method, but the mother refused completely. She cited that this kid, the way she is, it's like her destiny is over. Let her just take her home, and then God will decide its fate.
Esther Ngilimon says since she began work as a birth attendant, 3 deliveries were of children born with disabilities.
Lakini wakupendelea sana ili watu wanasai mtoto wakutakanga hiyo mtoto. Walikuwa wanatupanga watoto wale wakwete. Asema ni kaburi.
Ngilimon says she has been ridiculed whenever she advised mothers to keep the babies.
Just like the Turkana culture referred to persons with disabilities as graves, many traditional African cultures didn't want to associate with persons with disabilities. But with inclusivity, persons with disabilities have proven unique abilities. Imani Sudi, Channel 1 News in Chukultom Village, Turkana County.
Time for sports. Gareth Bale says he will make a decision over his Real Madrid future this summer after he was only named as a substitute in the UEFA Champions League final over Liverpool. The Wales forward came